He didn't have a mansion. He didn't have money. He didn't even have a bed. All he had was a notebook, a dream, and the sound of pain echoing through Detroit's broken streets. This is a painful, untold story of Marshall Mathers, the man the world would call Eminem. Born in Missouri but raised in Detroit, Marshall never met his father. His mother battled addiction. They moved constantly, trailer to trailer, motel to motel, never staying long enough to call any place home. He was bullied, beaten at school, told he was too white to rap, too poor to dream, too weak to matter. But every night, he'd sit alone, writing rhymes, scribbling bars, fighting his silence with syllables. He didn't just write lyrics. He poured his pain into poetry. Then came Haley, the one person who gave his life meaning. He was just a kid now with a kid of his own. No money, no job, but a heart full of fire. He worked in factories by day, rapped in grimy basements by night. People laughed at him, called him a joke, but he didn't care, because when he looked into his daughter's eyes, he made a promise. I'll give you the life I never had. Eminem started entering rap battles in Detroit, mostly black crowds. At first, they booed him, but then he spit a verse that silenced the room. His tongue was a weapon, and his pain became power. Still, every label shut him down. He was too controversial, too angry, too white. One rejection letter after another. He hit rock bottom, broke, evicted, alone, until a demo landed in the hands of Dr. Dre. Dre heard it once and said, "Find him." That's when Slim Shady was born, the wild, wicked, unapologetic alter ego of Marshall Mathers. He rapped about everything people were afraid to say out loud. Pain, drugs, rage, suicide. It wasn't just rap. It was therapy. His first album hit like a nuclear bomb. Critics attacked. Politicians raged. But kids who felt invisible, they finally had a voice. And that voice belonged to Eminem. But success came with a price. The fame, the pressure, the critics. He turned to pills. One became two. Two became 10. He was performing on stage, but dying behind the curtain. He nearly overdosed, lost himself, almost lost Haley. The world watched. Some mocked him, but others prayed he'd make it. In 2007, Eminem disappeared. No music, no shows, just silence. He checked into rehab and began the hardest battle of his life, fighting himself. It wasn't overnight. He relapsed. He broke. But he got up again and again. He started writing again, this time not for fame, but for survival. Then came the comeback. Not Afraid, Recovery, and then Rap God, a song that shattered records, a verse that moved at lightning speed. A man who once lived in a trailer park now stood as the greatest lyricist alive, not just because he could rap fast, but because every word came from real wounds. He didn't just survive. He conquered. He turned scars into syllables, pain into power, struggle into strength. Today, Eminem is more than a rapper. He's a symbol of survival, of not giving up, even when the whole world writes you off. He built an empire from the ashes of a broken childhood. He raised a daughter with love when he never got any. He told the truth, even when it hurt. And he reminded millions, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. So if you're struggling, if you're stuck, if you've hit rock bottom, just remember, even a kid from a trailer park can become a rap god. Thanks for watching.